Fine, let's all wait for a few more minutes until everyone gets joined. Hi, assalamu alaikum everyone. Myself Safia. I'm one of the organizing member of GDG. So without much delay, we'll just start with the session by welcoming our speaker for today's session, Mr. Fakhruddin Magidora. Yes, you may just start.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. So, I think, Sophia, is it like, are you waiting for someone or we can start now?
No, we can just start.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, let me just like quickly give an overview about the discussion which we are going to have is about the AI Max, which we are, I hope we can see the screen now.
Yes, we can. I
Okay,
hope
perfect.
everyone can see too. If there is any issue, please just let us know.
All right, it's good to go. So
Yes.
let's talk about the Google Ads has been introduced. So I've been using Google Ads since almost like 7 years now, where like the new changes have been introduced by the Google, in terms of targeting, in terms of audiences, in terms of budgeting. But the recent change or the recent upgrade which has been started by Google, which is called AI Max. uh, I hope like everyone is aware about a term called performance max, which Google had introduced probably around like couple of years back, where like Google what they have done is like, if I start from the beginning, uh, let me just have a quick show on the part of here. So right now currently we are on the Google Ads dashboard, where we can see different types of ads, which is search, demand gen, performance max, display, shopping, video, and app. Whereas the performance max and demand gen that has been recently introduced, probably you can say a year or something. But before that, what used to happen probably till 2021, where search, display, shopping, and video and application, this used to be have, and individually we have to do the separately ads for it now. But since they have started with performance max, performance max is a bundle of all the the search, shopping, video, and display. So it's a mix of one, where we don't have to perform individual ads, but we can do it with the help of performance max at once. But now what Google has started is mainly for search, for the search ads. I would say search ads is also called as the text ads. I would give a like a hint of how the search ads look like. So let's say if I talk about uh, let's say digital marketing course or something like that. So we can see the sponsored ads which appears here along with the headline and description. Okay, and there's some additional information which is also called as the ad extensions or called as a site link. So this is sponsored ads, with the text one, with the headlines and description. This is we can call it as a search ad or also call it as a text ads. Now what Google has recently been introduced, that AI Max, where I would say that, let me go to another slide. What is an AI Max for the search engine or the search campaign? It's basically that the Google has, as an AI powered solution designed to optimize search campaign. It uses machine learning to improve the performance of ads across multiple dimensions. Now, what are the dimensions? Are bids, keywords, and audience targeting. These are the three important things which the AI Max have been working on, which are the keywords, bids, and audience targeting. Now, what used to happen is, by the way, before I start, because these are the more of the technical terms, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to raise the hands, and we can be able to, I can be able to solve the questions at the same time, hopefully. Okay. Uh, Now, Safia, is there anything to be needs to be done?
No, no, no. It's fine. Working
Okay, fine.
properly. Yeah. Also, I would like to request you to introduce yourself, so everyone gets to know who you are and how far you have come. So it would be
Uh,
benefit for everyone. Yeah.
Okay, sure, definitely. Sorry for that. Okay, so hi, guys. My name is Fakhruddin, and I'm into digital marketing since 2017, where, I started mainly with working on the Google platform, which is a performance ads for the Google ads, along with the analytics for the for the Google. Also, I am using some tools for the Power BI in order to see the analytics. Now, I have the background working on the e-commerce, the platform mainly for the pharmaceuticals. Along with that, also belongs to an educational field where I have trained more than 300 plus students for the Google ads, as well as the SEO and Google Analytics. So these three platforms which I uses for providing the sessions. And I think, like in Kuwait market, probably I would say, the companies like Talabat, companies like, the Tijaria Bank, also this gaming. I'm forgetting the name of the company, but that is called. Uh, I think that at the toys shop, I believe. I'm forgetting the right. I'm not really getting the word of that, but yeah. So I've trained the employees of those, the AI, for those users, or they can say the employees of those companies. So I think this is a quick introduction about myself. I would say, now coming back to the part of the AI, which we are going to talk about. So yeah, here it is. So mainly, if I talk about the AI Max, this is mainly going to work on the bids. What is a bids? Bids is basically like how much we are going to pay for per click, or you can say the per impressions, or we can call it also as the per conversion amount. Now, when it is an e-commerce companies, usually what is the main goal of each and every users or every company is to get the more conversion along with the conversion value. Now, let's say example, you are selling a good for 5 KD or 10 KD. Usually you would like to spend around half KD, 1 KD in order to get one sale. Now, how we are going to do that? That is upon the depends on the strategies of the advertisers or the Google Ads advertisers, that how much, the effort we are putting in terms of optimizations. Okay, now what is it, like this is what the Google, or we can say the AI Max, have taken over the work of the human as a part of the AI, that it automatically not automatically understand the value of the good. For example, the value of the good which you are selling for 5 KD. Now Google understand that if the sell of the value of the good is 5 KD, they will be able to charge not more than 1 KD or 2 KD of out of the product. Because as you know that if in case if they charge more than that amount, probably it will be a loss for you. It will not be a beneficial, it will not be having something a benefit out of that in order to to sell those products on Google. But that used to happen before. But now when you talk about the keywords as well, before, if I'm talking about 2019 or 20, that time, like things were very popular about the keywords, that it targeting the right keywords for the audience. If someone's searching for, let's say example, the three different types of keywords, that is phrase match, broad match, or we can say as a long tail keyword, or the exact match keyword. These are the three types of keywords which we usually used to target in terms of, let's say example, I'm searching for digital marketing courses, or I'm searching for digital marketing training. Now the keyword which is digital marketing is so complex that this also can be called as, let's say I'm providing the digital marketing courses, and if someone's searching for digital marketing agency or the digital marketing the projects. Okay, probably in case if my ad been shown to those users and if they click on it, that is not going to be relevant. Why it is not going to be relevant? Because I'm providing these courses, whereas the person who is searching for the agency or something, that they are looking for a company or an agency which they want to get their work been done. Whereas what I'm going to provide is I'm going to provide the services of the courses, not the services of providing the the agency work. So here what used to before used to happen is that the negative keywords used to be introduced, and the people used to, when they click on it, and we used I would say that people used to lose their amount for per click. because users doesn't understand that exactly they are providing the courses or the agency. They simply just click on it, and when they click on it, and of course as a fact that if they are looking for an agency and if I'm providing the courses, they will not be able to convert into my services, and that going to be a negative impact for me. Why? Because they are going to simply bounce it from my website, and if that happens, my bounce rate going to increase, and also I have to put a negative keywords. But now, since the AI Max have been introduced, I have used one word here called, as you can see, the focus, key focus, and the second point, that is ad personalization, tailor ad copy, and targeting to match user intent behavior. So when we say user intent behavior or the match the user intent, what is that exactly? It is that Google actually understand that the person who is looking for the agency, okay, in that scenario, even if for me, if I'm providing the courses, Google will never ever going to show my ads to those users, because the AI understand that my services are going to be exactly for the courses, and the person who is looking for isn't for the agency or for the project work. So Google this is what the new introduction has been, has come up, that is the AI Max were able to understand the user behavior and the user intent, which was not before like that. It used to simply, we have to work on every each and every keyword what people are using on the search bar. Now that is about the bidding and these keywords, and the last option which we're going to have is the audience targeting. Now, when we say about audience targeting, like we have to do a lot of brainstorming that who are going to be our audience, how they are going to convert, who will be there, what will be the age group, are they going to be a female or are they going to be a male, and at it's simply used to I would say as an assumption. It's based completely on the assumption that the audience are going to be either like male, female, what are the age groups, what demography are they like going to buy my product, or who are going to be my audience. So now the AI or the Google has made it more simpler for an advertiser by introducing the AI Max. What going to happen is that we are not going to like worry about who are going to be our audience. People with the search intent or the people who are going to write on the search bar of Google automatically understands that this person has an intent for buying this product or this services. So in that part, automatic or ads going to appear based on two things. By the way, again, two things matters a lot. One is how much amount, the budget you are using, and second is about your quality score. Now, the important part in the next slide, I'm going to talk about how does AI Max work for search campaign. By the way, before I go ahead with this, I would just want to share one important part that AI Max is only working for the search ads, not for the display, not for the any of the other types of ads. It is only work for the search ads currently. Probably might Google might bring those things for display and shopping ads as well. Hopefully they should bring it. But again, there are at the end of the sessions we'll be having a discussion that what are the pros and cons of this. I would say that there are the pros and there are cons for the advantages or disadvantages for bringing this AI into the search part. So again, this has only been introduced for the search ads. Now coming back here, so how does it work for the search campaign? The first important thing about the smart bidding, what AI Max uses is a smart bidding strategy to optimize the bids in real time based on the user intent and maximize the likelihood of conversions. Now, when we say about the smart bidding, what we usually understand before this is again, this used to happen that we used to tell Google that I want the conversion for $1 or $2 or maximum, let's say $3. Example. But now things have been removed. We cannot tell Google that I want the lead, or I want the sale, or I want the click, or I want the conversion for $1, $2, or 50 cents. It's about the Google has a smart bidding that as per the user what they are searching on, based on that Google start going to charges the amount. Or what is that? Also it understand the competitors, how much their competition is going to charge, or how much they are charging from a competitor, and how much we are coming. It also depends on the quality score. Now when we talk about the quality score, what is that? That how optimized our website is or the landing pages. So let's say if you're giving a landing page of our website where after clicking the ad, when the user land to a particular page, let's say example, let's say I'm providing the digital marketing courses, and if they click on it, it goes to the digital marketing course page. How it is well optimized? How about my content? How about my keyword stuffing inside the page? How the page has been, the page speed, the page the bounce rate. This is all matters when it comes to smart bidding. And people, sometimes people understand that okay, we keep paying to the Google and get the results, but it is not simply happen like that. It needs your website to be well optimized. Second important thing is about dynamic keyword insertion. The system can dynamically insert the keywords based on user search query. Now, before we used to stuff a lot of keywords. Example, before the people used to stuff around like 15, 20 keywords or max, or like mainly sometime I have seen that more than 30 to 40 keywords. Now no more relevant and no need for all this. Why? Because the Google itself, like they insert the keywords, or they understand exactly that what your page or what your landing, that is what I'm talking about. That your landing page, uh, you know the landing page is very important because it has a lot of information which Google understand, and they see that exactly what we are going to sell and what we are exactly like our services based on. Fine. Now, so we, again, as I said, like we don't need to add the keywords from our side. Google itself understand the intent of the user, and based on that it shows the relevant ads to the to the users. Now, audience targeting, as I said before, that we don't need to target the audiences, like let's say about the age, gender, or location wise. Location, of course, we have to target this, like in case if you are working only in Kuwait market, or if you're providing the services or providing the the products or selling the goods only in the Kuwait market, then definitely we need to target the location. But yes, when it comes to the part of the affinity or the in market or the people's intent of purchase, it happens really easy for the advertisers because we don't need to put more of the audience or more of the keywords. Then AI adapt to change in users behavior and market trends. So yeah, that is. And let's see how we are going to, like how the AI works in the search. So let's go to the search. I'll click on continue. Or by the way, Sophia, if anyone has any questions, so we can solve it right now. We can have it by the end of the session.
I think we can sort it out at the end of the session, or if anyone
Sure.
has to.
Anyone
Uh,
has, they can raise and we can clarify.
yeah, and also the chat option is there. So if anyone wants to ask any questions, you can use the chat.
All right. Thanks. So yeah, let's go to the search part and see how the AI works inside. Let me just quickly add the website visit. So yes, I need the website visit. I will take you know let's example www.xyz.com. So I'm just putting the XYZ keyword here. I'll write the name of the campaign as demo. Start with the new. Yes. So, what do you want to focus on? Conversion value, clicks, or impressions? By the way, I would always suggest, in case if you're going for the, let's say, the e-commerce, I would always recommend the e-commerce industry to go for the conversion values, because or conversions or conversion values. Okay. So I would just go for the conversion value for as of now, and I'll go to the next. I'll just target, as I said, location we need to target as Kuwait. I'll just add two languages. Yes. Here you can see the audience segment. Now the audience segment, in case if you want to add it from your side, let's say if you want to browse it and you want to use the audience segment, it's okay. But in case if you're not giving, that's completely fine, because the next step is AI Max. Here it is. So this will help us to, like, to gather all the information about our product and about our services easily. So but if we do it, it's good. I would recommend, I would recommend that, when you're talking about the audience, do it audience, select the audience here. How much ever you know about your audience, do it from here. The reason being why I would suggest here to add the audience here, because when the Google start their optimization or the AI starts their learning, at least we are having the ready-made information about our audiences, that at least I want to have a narrow audience for our products or services. So let's say I would take any of the, or I would say, like, I'm selling the, I would say the moisturizers. So I would target the user who are right now looking for a beauty or personal care, bath and body products, uh, skincare products, where I would be having inside facial lotion or moisturizer, facial cleanser, and makeup remover. This is type of products, let's say, I'm selling right now, and I'm targeting those users. By the way, again, just if anyone doesn't know about this, so I would just say that what are in market audience. In market audience is basically that currently people are looking for those particular item currently, or they are actively researching about the sun care or about the facial cleaner, or like can say the skincare products. They are actively searching on the Google. So I would say I want to target those users. Here it is. Then I'll go to the next. In case if someone wants to target, you can see here your data segment. If in case if anyone wants to target their old users, as in what, that's in the last 90 days, whoever visited the skincare page or the sunblock pages, or they have added to cart those products, or they have order cancelled, or I would say they have been actively searching on your website. So what happens is that when you put the Google conversion tracking on your website, Google understand that what people are searching about those products. So in case if you have your own data segment, you can add it, but that is a part of the retention marketing. That's a separate topic inside. So yeah, I'll go to the next. Here it is. Okay. AI Max for this is that, we need to optimize. So here you can see that get the best AI powered performance on Google search, where the advertisers can activate AI Max in search campaigns, will typically see 14% more conversions or conversion value at a similar CPA, that is cost per acquisition, or return on ad spend. Now we can, like, what we can do is just like simply enable this option. When I enable this option, I can see that use text from your website, landing page, or ads that provided assets to create customized ad copy. Now, what is the text customization? That is going to, we're going to see in keywords and ads, also in the asset generation. As we spoke about, let's say here, digital marketing courses in this with the 100% job placement, and they have written all this part. So this is called the headlines and description. So in case if we directly, like, in case if we directly add the URL here, it automatically fetch all the information about our products or services. So okay, I would say yes. I will clear, simply click say, and I'll go to the next. Now they're asking for the final page. Of course, this final page is not my actual page, so I would just remove it. I'll go to one of the website, which is, let's say, okay. Then I'll go to the service, and I would just say I'll want the people to come to a security solution page. I'll just quickly add this URL. Come to the my page. I have given what makes our products or services unique. Now AI is generating. So AI has generated small the products. In case if you want to add anything from your side, you can add it from your side as well. you know so for now, I'll just click on generate. Okay. So when I started giving the the final URL of this page, I can see that the headlines and description have been automatically been generated by the Google itself, also along with the keywords. But I don't think so this is the right way, because I think I made one mistake that I've given the XYZ, because they have taken the XYZ domain and XYZ website. I want to just remove it from here. Okay. Then if I go down, what AIMX is turned on for your campaign. As you can see, that search term, expand your keyword with Google Ads or Google AI. So yes, I'm going to expand that. Here, brand inclusions, location of interest, add location of interest, what people are going to like, or what are the location of the people who are going to be the interested one. And based on that, Google has given the headlines and description. So these are the headlines, and the 15 headlines or the 5 description. What's the best part here? That is, if you have seen, this is called site link. I have spoke about the ad extension. So if you can see here, the down 1, 2, and 3 ad extensions along with here. These are the ad extensions, or I would say the additional information or additional URLs I would like to give to my ad, so that in case if they don't go to this URL, at least they can see, and they can go to my contact us page, they can go to my other courses page, or I would say the placement pages, and they can see more additional information about my products or services. So like that, in case if you want to do it for the site link, you can give additional information. So in that, you can see here that people are the I have not added anything from my side, but Google understand, the AI understand that wireless solution, CCTV cameras, or managed network solution, or end-to-end solution, these are the 4 relevant to complete, to relevant to the ad or the final URL which I have provided. So automatically they have added the site link. This is amazing, by the way. I have never seen such thing before. I have seen before that the AI generates through the, let's say example, chat GPT or something, which generates the headlines and descriptions. But when I talk about the site link, this is something wow factor for me. So sometimes we understand that what are the going to be my site links. By the way, some site links become very toxic for the advertisers. Why? Because Google sometimes don't for example, let's say if you belongs to a an e-commerce industry, where some of the products are not prescribed, or that has not been approved by the for the Google ads, or that are not been good for the Google ad purpose. So in that, what Google does is that Google removes those products, or they disable the ads been shown to the user. So here, what Google is doing is that after giving the final URL, they automatically takes the right or the the applicable URLs from my website. Also along with that, what is the difference between ChatGPT AI and the another difference between the Google AI, or I can say the AI Max, which we are currently talking about? The main difference between the ChatGPT AI or the Google AI Max, that is that ChatGPT might provide you the terms or the headlines or descriptions that Google might disapprove, because for some of the users, for example, if we talk about the moisturizers or something, there are words called sensitive. There are sensitive words called acne, or there are sensitive words which for the healthcare purposes, and which is not supposed to be on the headlines and descriptions. So if it is generated by the AI of the chat GPT, we can add it, but at the last, when we submit the ads for the, and when we publish the ads, Google disapproves those terms which are being prescribed. But whereas in the AI Max, Google understand that what are the terminologies needs to be used, so they never use the terms or the something which is like been removed or later been removed by the Google. So they always use the words which are exactly going to be accepted. So that is one of the good thing, because sometime what happens is when we after we publish the ads, we have to sometime 1 or 2 days we have to just figure it out, why my ads been rejected, why my assets have been rejected, what is the purpose of my ads been rejected. So once you go inside, you have to optimize a lot, and we have to see each and every word, that is what are the problems being faced in my ad copies. So it, like, before the advertiser used to do this, but now, the effort have been simply like being effortless, that we don't need to put a lot of efforts when it comes to creating the ad copies. Okay, in one way it's a disadvantage as well, because sometime if I want to use my own words, I cannot use it. So yeah, I have to add it exactly. Once been done, this is, I would say, okay, my site link and my things have been done and my ad copy is good to go, and I can simply click on next and publish my ads. These are the main important things which I would say the AI have been introduced in terms of AI Max have been introduced for Google Ads, and that is in terms of three ways. Mainly the keywords are always, like, before it used to be having a lot of problems on our the advertisers, that we have to put a lot of stuff, keywords to be needs to be stuff. But now we don't need to add a lot of keywords, it's completely based on user intent or the behavior. Second is about the creating the audience segment. People, we used to before used to be having a lot of assumptions behind the creating the audience, but now we don't need to work on that. Google will get the right audience for yourself. And the last important thing about the which is, or all of the marketeers, or I would say the all the business entrepreneurs, we always look forward is for the for the conversion needs to be the conversion value, or we can say the cost of the conversion or the cost of the purchase which we pay to the Google needs to be like as low as possible. So Google is again working on this. The AI Max has been working on to reduce the number of the cost of conversion and increase the ROAS, which is the return on ad spend. So I think this is what the beauty of this product, which is they have recently been up the introduced. And currently, as you see, it's under the beta version. So as a developers, we know that beta version is it's a learning phase. It's still working on a lot of things, and probably we would say that in the future we are going to see a lot better working of AI. uh, any question here so far? uh,
Uh, there is one question from Zainab.
okay,
So, would you
is
like
in
to
the chat.
address it after the session or during the session?
I was sorry, it's almost done from my side, so you can have the sessions now. Sorry, the
Okay,
questions. Yeah.
okay. I think Zainab have been asking, what do you advise for a novice to focus on to make an ad effective, especially for smaller organization?
Oh, one minute is in the okay. What do you
Yeah.
advise novice to focus? Okay. Uh, advice, like, if I say, uh, okay, to the focus needs to be always about, like, first of all, if you have, like, when you talk about the smaller organization, that means you must be talking about the small budget. So how we can make use of the small budget in order to get the better results? So in that part, look for a small segment of users, where, like, not a small segment, but mainly that when you're using the small budget, try to get the keywords. Okay, let me just, like, share, as I'm share my screen, I'll show you something here. Before you start with any of the things, I would say, just go back. So you can see the keyword planner. So when you come under the tools, and we can see the keyword planner and discover the volume and forecast, or I would say here it is that I would just say here, discover the volume and forecast. You can just simply write your keywords, what the services you're providing. So let's say example, I would use the word digital marketing course, and I click on get started. Okay, here what you have to do is, you can see here the top of the bid, okay, and the top of the high range or the low range. What you have to do is, Zainab, that you have to calculate the the bid amount from here. That is, if I use this word digital marketing course example, okay, I'm just writing an example, you can write your own keyword as well, and try to understand that how much amount Google been charging for the each keyword. Okay, and based on that, stuff the keywords for your things. Let's say if you have a small organization, so try to add the minimalistic or the small budget amount, and here add the keywords which are having the low bid, and having also the competition. You can see here the competition is high. Okay, try to add the things which are competition is low or a medium, because if the competition is high, probably in a smaller budget you will not be able to rank easily on the you'll not be able to beat the competition. So if the competition is high, I would just recommend that go for the medium or the low competitive keywords. This is how you can make use of that. I hope that that gives answer to you. Okay, I have another question here. Performance Max uses AI to maximize the performance. How AI Max is different than Performance Max? Hmm. See, Mehboob, when we talk about the Performance Max and the AI Max, uh, in the Performance Max, as you can see that uh, it is mainly, first of all, the difference between here, it's a mixture of all the the search, display, video, and shopping all together. You can add into Performance Max, whereas in the this is a user intent. Whereas, like if I talk about the search, okay, the AI Max in the search is purely based on the keywords. Okay, whereas in the Performance Max, it is mainly about the behavior of yours. Whether it's example, let's say you have gone to XYZ website or ABC website, and that is like uh, I would say they are providing they are your competitors. Okay, they are competitors, so Google understand that they are belongs to this part, so they can target you on the YouTube, or they can target you via the display ad. But here it's only about the search campaign. So that is the main thing, that AI, the Performance Max can target across all your platforms, but whereas here it's only on your search or we can say the text ads. Okay, I could see the chats here. Okay, so Mariam has a question for this session. I have two questions. Can you customize things like the site on which the ad appears, or does not on the times of the day it appears on the AI Max feature? Uh, Mariam, is it possible to unmute and if you can just share your questions, because I didn't understand that. How accurate is the ad strength level that Google shows before publishing an ad? Okay. Yes. So if I talk about your second question, I would say that I usually, to me, as an advertiser, since I'm using this Google Ads since a long time, I would not. I'm actually, I never look for the accuracy of the ad strength. Okay, because sometimes shows average or poor, or let's say, it's all depends on, because this is all big depends on your things. Let's say example, what is the accuracy that or the ad strength they talk about. Let's say you have put the 15 headlines or 5 descriptions, or so that means they are giving all the 15 headlines and 5 descriptions, right? So are you like, have you added all the 15 and 5? If you have not added, if you have missed one or two out of that, Google simply puts you that the average or the the good. If it is not excellent, they will put it as a good or the average. So that means like they mainly understand. But for us, what we have to understand, that the headlines and description, whatever, how much ever you are putting, let's say 5 headlines and 2 description, but that has to be so accurate, and that has to be so having the keyword stuff inside, that it puts a lot of I would say that it's a eyeball catching. So if you talk about strength, usually don't focus much in that, because that usually they need more stuffing from your side. I hope that's clear. But about your first question, to be honest, I didn't understand. So if you can just unmute and speak, so that would be easy for me to understand. But I try to understand that. Can you customize things like the site on which? Okay, okay. What is the minimum, Virender Pal having the question? What is the minimum cost per conversion in Kuwait and CPC? Oh, okay. You cannot say about the particular, because if you're talking about the cost per conversion, it first of all it has a lot of factors in that. Like if you talk about the Kuwait market, but Kuwait have a lot of other industries. Let's say e-commerce. Also e-commerce, there are a lot of things, and also depends. By the way, it's not always about the location of Kuwait wise. It first of all it depends on the product you are selling, how optimized your website is. As I said about your quality score, because the quality score food categories. Okay, so when you talk about the food categories, and if it is an e-commerce, I would say that again that depends on quality score. Okay, quality score 95. So yeah, so that is like you will you will simply say that cost per click will not be charged you more than 75 to 80 cents if you are optimizing it right away. So, but initially Google might charge high, but after learning, you have to give at least approximately 10 to 12 days or 15 days of time in order to Google to understand your learnings of your ad. Okay, then it will not be more than, but like if the time you're giving more, and if you're removing the negative keywords, chances that yes, what about 0.11? If you're talking about the CPC, yes, but not conversion. Conversion for not sure. Conversion not at all. Yeah, CPC can be possible, but only I think say this could be possible on Meta, but Google is I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think so. 0.11 is really possible. But still, yes, if you have given a time on that, if you have removed the negative keywords, but yeah, can be done, can be done. But till now I have done is 0.27, not less than 227.
Also, we have a question on DM from Noor Mohammed. Can you please check on the DM? He has a question.
No, Muhammad.
No, on the DM session.
Oh, are you talking about the Q&A? Okay,
No, DM.
1 minute. Okay,
Yes, second option. Yes. I think it's directly to me, I guess. Okay. I'll just read. I'll just share the question on the chat itself so you can read.
sure. AI needs training. How long is the learning phase for AI Max? Again, 10 to 12 days. What should be one of aware during the learning phase? Okay, so one thing, make sure about one thing. Let's say example. Okay, so like I think one thing which is a very important, which you need to keep in mind. Let's say if you have given the budget of, let's say example, $50 per day or $20 per day. If you're not getting the results, don't simply just increase your budget to $150 or $180 or like $80, because Google might tell you that that your budgets needs to be increased so that you can get a better conversions. Don't do that. Don't increase your budget too high, because what happens is, if the learning phase, if it is a Google is under the learning phase or learning the phase, and if you add your if you increase your budget to a very high margin, it crashes your learning phase. So I would say, first of all, make sure that don't increase your budget too high, because sometimes we become too desperate to get the results. But yes, simply just increasing your budget won't going to be like won't be really helpful to you. That is one important. Second important part which you should be aware about the learning phase is about the first is budget, and second is don't change your creatives. For example, let's say your headlines and descriptions. So two things, don't change it. Okay, increasing your audience, giving more data. For example, if you're I'm talking about the in the PMax. Okay, I'm talking about the PMax or the anywhere. If you are giving the additional information about your adding the data segment, that is more helpful, because you are giving more data to the your audience segment, to the Google. That is better. But yeah, about increasing the budget and changing the headlines and descriptions, don't do that. So that is too important part. about the under the learning phase. Now the next question: my campaign is spending sometime in 2 hours whole budget. I want to fix it for 25 24 hours, $50. Any suggestions? Okay, so Virendra, you can do one thing, like, Safia, if you can, if it is possible, if you can share my contact number so they can, personally get in touch with me after post this session, because I cannot say directly that, in 2 hours if you spend a lot of amount, I have to see the who is performing. Then only I will be able to answer that, because without seeing the ads, I cannot give any of the suggestions here. S-
Okay, we'll try to solve it personally, I guess.
Yeah. Is there any more questions, by the way? But again, I think one question is still remaining for Mariam, so if she can able to tell us. But in case if there is nothing, then it's okay, because okay. So Safia, like, do we have any more questions, by the way?
I believe we have resolved every questions, but Mehboob have just mentioned to check Q&A. Second. So he have asked, Mehboob have asked a question on Q&A. Did we solve the questions? Can you please check? Yeah.
I have a question related to the performance. Uh, okay, I have solved one question, but there is another one as well. Do AI Max also dynamically decide the bid strategy? Yes, AMX dynamically decide its bid strategy. What are the level of control do we have on AMX campaign? Uh, the level of control only you can have is that changing in your budgeting. Okay, that is if you want to increase your budget or lower down your budget, and like adding the adding your example audience signals, or stuffing more keywords. If you want to add more keywords from your side, you can add. But yeah, apart from that, if we talk about the bid strategy, you don't have any control on that. Can we see how keywords are matched, and what are the what is the bidding logic with AI during learning phase? How much budget should I optimally? Okay, if you under the Noor, if you are going for the budget, I would always recommend initially that for a learning phase, $20 to $30, go for it. Otherwise, if you add more, Google try to squeeze all your budget. So try to give not to give more of the budget from your side initially under the learning phase. So I would just suggest less than 25 to 30. That is what under my, I would say, the that is what my till now I would have done in my part. So it's a better number for an initial phase. So $25 to $30, or let's say $20 is a good. uh, 1 minute, I think. So here Mariam is asking about, to clarify my question, I was talking about exclusion setting. Is this available for AI Max as well? Yeah, exclusion is available, I believe so. Actually, I have not said, I didn't check it, that part, the exclusion part, but yeah, I believe so. It is available, I believe. Let me check it once again, but I believe, yeah, because again, I'm yet to. No, so exclusion part is not here. Yeah, so Mariam, the exclusion part is not here in this part, in the AI Max. Oh, okay. Any more questions? Safia, we have any more questions, by the way?
I think no more questions from the audience.
Okay.
Yes. So that brings us to the end of today's session. It was a great, insightful session, Mr. Fakhruddin. Very big thank you to you. And thank you all for joining us today. We truly appreciate your time and participation. So you'll be receiving a feedback email shortly. Please do make sure to fill it out because it's really important to us and help us to improve future session. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Yeah, thanks a lot for. I really appreciate everyone's time, and in case if there is anything, I think if Safia can share the the contact number and anything, so you can email me or you can have a message, a text message. So that will be like, if I can do anything from my side, that would be like, I would really appreciate it also. So if there anything, just let me know. And thanks a lot for I would say for giving me this opportunity. Also, the time. Thanks a lot.
It was our pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much everyone.